Hey, it's Phil, and today we are going to talk about the ultimate 20-point business partnership checklist, which is going to help you build partnerships with the right businesses to grow yours and to avoid partnering with businesses that might not be the right fit. We're going to get through this quickly so you can get back to the business of building business partnerships that you never thought possible, that move the needle for you and your business partner. Also, stick around because at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a business partnership calculator, which is going to help you assess a new business partnership opportunity in less than 2 minutes. So let's dive in. In this first section, we're going to run through the reasons why you should form a business partnership. And in the second section, we're going to run through the points which are the cautionary points, the ones which would encourage you to either walk away or rethink entering into a partnership. You'll find that there are more reasons to form a business partnership compared to those which would encourage you to rethink or walk away from a business partnership. But we want to spend more time on those ones which would encourage you to rethink or walk away so that you don't waste the time on the wrong business partner. So point number one in the 20-point ultimate guide to business partnerships is that your team, your company, your business has agreed that you can't do it all yourself, that there is a need to partner to grow because you've recognized, very importantly, that you can't do everything yourself. Not everything should be fully integrated. Not everything needs to be done by our team because you have limited resources. That's number one. You've made that agreement. That's the key to unlocking the next stage of growth. And it's a super important one that your team has agreed that partnerships are important. Point number two is that this new business partnership that you're assessing right now can help you get to new partners or to new markets. If the answer is yes, let's keep going. Point number three is that we can generate revenue from this new potential partnership. And of course, people would say, well, if we can access new markets and new customers, of course we're going to generate new revenue. Well, we want to make sure that that is actually true because you might get more reach, you might get more notoriety, but will you be able to generate revenue, and what kind of revenue can you generate? Because of course, not all revenue is equal. So as long as the answer is yes and you can work that out, let's check that box, which moves us into point number four. Can we access specialist knowledge and expertise as a consequence of that partnership? And whenever you can access and exchange knowledge and expertise, it forms an even stronger level of relationship, which means the partnership is likely to last longer and be more valuable to both parties involved. And point number five, you may be able to secure strategic investment from this new partner. In many cases, when organizations start to partner and you get to know each other, there becomes a really strong interest, particularly if it's working really well, for that other organization to go, well, actually, maybe we should own part of your business to help you grow even further. This is the basis for some of the most important partnerships in the world. So remember, if you are moving into a business partnership, just expect that at some point, if things are going well, that your partner might say, actually, can we have a conversation about investment? If you're seeking investment, this is a great next step to take because, of course, investment requires trust, and that's what partnerships are here to do. Now, before we move into point six, if you would like to learn the tactics to build successful long-term business partnerships, take a look in the comment section below where you'll find access to the 5 tactics in my partnership toolkit. It's a free course delivered via email over 5 days, which will help you build powerful partnerships from scratch. Now, let's move on to point six. Point number 6 is that you can create value quicker than they, your future business partner, could do by replicating what you do. And what this means is that you have an already established value proposition which they could pick up and use inside their own business to solve a problem that they've currently got. Don't forget that if you can solve a pain point, the forging of that partnership will allow them to achieve the outcome they need and help you achieve the outcome that you need. Point number 7 is that we can help to grow your future partner's innovation halo. What does that mean? Well, if you're a small business coming in to help a much larger organization, often the way that large organizations want to grow and want to be demonstrating that they're innovative is by partnering with smaller companies. By you demonstrating your innovative way of solving a major pain point for them, they can then show that they're investing in the future and in their growth and building what we call an innovation halo. It's a great thing to have as a small company partnering with a large company. So the question is, can you add to the company's existing innovation halo? If the answer is yes, check the box. Let's move to the next point. Point number 8 is that we can see that our potential future partner has a track record with partnerships. When you visit their website and you can see, or you can have meetings with other partners that have partnered with that business, you can get a sense about what they're like to actually deal with. And if you can tell that they've got existing partnerships, there's a better than average chance that they've got a system and a process for not only identifying new partners, but working with them and growing through partnership. And that's a good sign. Point number 9 is that we can share the risks and the costs together with our new future business partner by entering into that business partnership. In other words, we're not going to be the only ones that have to pay to enter into the partnership. Now, this will become more obvious as you have more conversations with your potential business partner. But if you think the answer is yes, check the box and let's move on to the next point, point number 10, which is that you can help your partner achieve greater value more quickly. And when we talk about value, let's just sort of break that apart into its basics. Usually, not in all cases, but usually, generating more value means one of two things. It either means acquiring more customers for that partner or helping that partner to retain its existing customers. So whenever you're trying to work out what value means, a great starting point is to say, can we help our new business partner acquire more customers or retain the ones they've currently got? Great job, you're over halfway. As we move into point number 11, which is that we can help our partner focus its limited resources on doing higher value jobs in their own business. In other words, we can do a job that they don't want to do or they don't do very well to create more value and use the existing resources they have to focus on those tasks. If we can do that, let's check the box and move on to point number 12, which is that we can access valuable specialist knowledge about a market, which basically means that we are now able to understand the market better that we want to engage with because we're going to partner with our new business partner. Without them, we would be trying to work out what we knew. We'd be going to different places to research what's going on. But now by partnering with this business, we've got direct access to that knowledge. And never underestimate the power of great market intelligence. And point number 13 is that we can change the perception of our brand with our customers. So when was the last time you went to a website and you were looking for some element of social proof? You were looking for the logos of other companies that brand supports to develop a level of conviction that you want to also partner with them. Well, by entering into business partnerships, this earns you the right, with the permission of the partner, of course, to add their logo to your website, which increases that positive perception of your brand in the eyes of your future customers. Never forget that social proof is a really important part of business. Entering into successful business partnerships enables that to become even stronger in the eyes of your customers. Now we're about to dive into the 7 points of the Ultimate Business Partner Checklist, which might encourage you to rethink or even to walk away from a potential business partnership. These are really important, but at this point, if you found this checklist useful, please consider subscribing to this channel. Leave a comment below if you've got a question, I'll come back to you. And now, let's get into it. The 7 important points you want to be thinking about as you're considering a new business partnership. So point number 14, the first of these areas to watch out for in entering into a new business partnership is to ask, do they have similar or the same intellectual property as we do? Just ask the question. If you think the answer is no, they don't, that's good. If the answer is actually, I think they do, just keep an eye on that. It's no reason to walk away, but it's certainly one of those areas to have your eyes wide open about. And point number 15, does your future business partner have a very strong marketing capability? And you might be asking, why would that be something I should look out for? Well, the reality is that for very mature and well-organized marketing capabilities, they tend to be very well organized but planned out for some time in the future, which means that if you're relying on reach or you're relying on some kind of publicity or promotion through that business partner, you might need to wait for a little while. So the return that you're looking to get from that partnership might need to be pushed out. It's not a bad thing by any means, but you just want to be going into this eyes wide open. So look for a very mature marketing capability. If it's there, you may stand to benefit a lot from it, but it could just take a little bit of time. Point number 16 to watch out for is whether your future business partner is financially secure or if they have any credit issues. And that can be a little bit tricky to work out, but some areas that you can focus on: if they're a larger organization, you can look at their financial records. You can also look for press releases and statements, or even stories that have been made about them in the press that will help you understand if they're a strong kind of business or not. The last thing you want to do is to enter into a business relationship with a partner that won't be around long enough to actually see the benefit of the business partnership. And point number 17, we're almost there, is that your potential future business partner does not have a great track record in working with other partners. And the way that that can be worked out, one of my favorite ways of trying to work out whether they have a great track record or not, is to go back and look at press releases that were released to announce a new business partnership, and to take a look to see if there is a consistent set of announcements that come after that first one that share more about the progress that's gone on as a consequence of that business partnership starting. If there's a lot of fanfare and a one-off press release for a partnership and then you hear nothing, that's cause to maybe reach out to that other organization and ask, so what happened? But if you see a set of consistent releases and announcements from business partnerships where the strength of the partnership goes from one level to the next, then you know that that business partnership has worked out well, and you can have a little bit more confidence that partnering with this business is a good thing to do. Point number 18 is a question to ask. Has your potential future business partner just gone through a transaction? Have they sold part of their business? Have they acquired another business? When that tends to happen, your future partner is often going to be distracted trying to work out how to bring those businesses together, or to work out how to create value from what's just happened. That's just a distraction. It doesn't mean you should walk away, but maybe the timing might not be right for that next step you want to make with that partner. So take a look. If they've just entered into some kind of corporate transaction, buying or selling something, there's a better than average chance they're going to be distracted. It's okay. It just means that you might not be able to do a partnership right now. So we have 2 more points left in this checklist, and these 2 points are the most important points that might encourage you to walk away from a business partnership, or at least give you a little bit of caution around that. So point number 19, if your future business partner is philosophically opposed to doing business partners, you should know that sooner rather than later. And that is often expressed in the way that somebody would say, we tried this once before, it was terrible, and we're never doing it again. Now, there's going to be context around that, which you want to understand so you don't make the same mistake again. But there are times when businesses have tried this, they've experimented, it hasn't worked out, and they've become shy to go and try and do it again. So point number 19, check to see if they're philosophically aligned or opposed to entering into business partnership. And it's always good to ask, what was a time where it didn't work out well, so you can learn and obviously not replicate that same circumstance again. And the final point on the ultimate 20-point checklist for business partnerships is to determine whether you and your future business partner have values alignment. Now, what does that mean? Well, you will hopefully in your business have a set of values that you hold dear to your business. It's the way your culture works, it's the way you do business. And you're hoping that on the other side and your other business partner, that they have a similar set of values. And it's all about making sure that you know what those values are, what they mean to your business partner, and sharing quite overtly what yours are and why they're important. In fact, why would make you a great business partner. If you don't have a values alignment, there's a very strong chance that the business partnership won't work out well. So always ask the question, what are the values that you hold dear in your business? And I'd love to share the values that we hold dear as well. Now, at the beginning of this video, I promised to pull together the ultimate 20-point business partnership checklist into a convenient tool that would help you to assess a new business partner opportunity in less than 2 minutes. It's called my Partnerships Calculator, and it's available for free when you sign up to my Intro to Partnerships course, which is a 5-day email course designed to level up your partnership skills. You can access that right now by looking at the link on the screen or checking the comment section below, where you'll find a link to sign up straight away. Now, at this point in the video, you might be thinking, I've used the partnership calculator, I've found a business I want to partner with, now where do I start? Well, that's why the next video for you to watch is this one. How do I start the perfect business partnership? It's in this video where I teach you how to avoid the #1 reason why partnerships fail and get you on track to building that perfect business partnership. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.